G'day guys, my name is Jaden, welcome back to my channel. We're at Shanghai Pudong Airport, Terminal 1. Today we're going to fly Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in upper class from here to London Heathrow. So by the time you watch this video, Virgin may have already suspended this route because it's costing them too much to not fly over Russia. So now without further ado, let's go check in. One of the largest cities in the world, Shanghai, has two international airports, Pudong and Hongqiao. Majority of the international flights depart from Pudong Airport. From the city centre, it takes about an hour on the expressway. You can also take the metro train or the maglev, which takes only 8 minutes. Virgin Atlantic departs from Terminal 1. Their partner airline, China Eastern, also uses Terminal 1. At the check-in, they've got priority for upper class, premium economy, and for those who've done online check-in. Once we've checked in, we're headed straight for immigration and security. I'm a Hong Kong resident, and for immigration purposes, I get a special card to use in mainland China. I was eligible to use the e-gate, so we clear immigration within 2 minutes. And then for the security, there was a fast-track lane for business class passengers. As Virgin Atlantic is a partner of China Eastern, and they're both part of the SkyTeam Alliance, therefore it's no-brainer that Virgin Atlantic uses the China Eastern Lounge at Pudong Airport, specifically the one number 36, located right next to the exit of security. The lounge is really busy at the moment. I was looking at the flight departure board. In the coming hours, they've got several international flights for Japan, Hong Kong, Europe, including London Heathrow and Gatwick. Now is probably the busiest time in this lounge. The seating downstairs is very limited. It's also where all the food is. So we'll check out the buffet now before we head upstairs. They've got a salad bar, which is Western, I would say. And for the hot food, it's mainly Chinese. You can order a fresh bowl of noodle from this lady. For coffee lovers, unfortunately, there's only an espresso machine. There's no barista coffee. So food-wise, it's not the best out there. Back in London, the Virgin Lounge offers way better options, but this is certainly not bad. That being said, we definitely look forward to the food on board the flight to London. So the lounge area upstairs is about as big. It's more about relax and chill upstairs. We've got about half an hour until we need to leave for the flight, so we'll find a comfortable sofa and chill out there. All those massage chairs have been taken. The design of this lounge is really Chinese. It definitely reminds me of the foot massage parlor in Shenzhen. Although there's no hot food upstairs, you can still expect a range of drinks and light refreshment such as fresh fruit and cakes. The airport terminal is hustling and bustling. Boarding for our flight started 15 minutes before schedule, so we missed out on the priority boarding. Here's our aircraft today, bringing us all the way to London. Delivered to Virgin in 2018, it's a 6-year-old Virgin Atlantic Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner, Golf, Victor Whiskey, Oscar Oscar. Thank you. Welcome on board. It's a 111 configuration. We're sitting on the left-hand side of this cabin today. It's more private because the middle seats don't use this aisle. My seat today is 9A, the third last row on this side of the cabin. 2 weeks ago, we flew Virgin from London to Shanghai, so this is a return flight. As a result, I've got the PJs from the last flight. It's quite comfortable. Legroom is really good. You've got the ottoman as well, which can be used as a seat during the meal service if you want to share your table.
在您把所有随身行李放置妥当后，请尽快按照登机牌上的座位信息就座。同时，如果您找到座位，也侧身让后方的旅客通过，以帮助和保持。
Virgin Atlantic offers 3 types of sparkling white on board: champagne, prosecco, and English sparkling. For the welcome drink today, they were serving the English. The crew also just gave out pajamas and amenity kit for this flight. Let's see what's inside. So we've got lip balm, hand cream, face moisturizer, a pen, toothbrush, toothpaste, socks, eye shades, and earplugs. I'll now quickly go through the seat features. So this type of herringbone seat, you'll only find it on Virgin 787. Air New Zealand has your TV is stored next to you. There's a headphone jack underneath. During takeoff and landing, you have to put away your TV. Behind the TV, there's a retractable cocktail table. Underneath that table, there's a small space for storage. Above that table, a reading light. Underneath the TV, you'll find a seat pocket and TV remote. In the pocket, you'll find noise-cancelling headphones and universal power socket. You can place your shoes here. When you lay down your seat, you still have access to your shoes.
There's 4 of us up on the flight deck today. However, I'm going to be doing the flying, so as you get a little bit closer towards Shanghai, come back to you in time of arrival, what the weather's going to be doing. The important people on today are the cabin crew. They're led by Flight Services Manager Lucy. They're going to do their best to look after you, but they're primarily here for your safety. To that effect, they're going to be showing you a video demonstration, safety features fitted to the 787. If I can ask you to pay attention to this last 4 or 5 minutes or so, that'll be fantastic. One other point as well, Lee, when the seatbelt's on.
Full attention. It's really important that you watch and understand it, because together we're all responsible for safety on this flight.
After the safety video, you can start browsing your in-flight entertainment. It's a good idea to do so because boarding started earlier, and so now we have to wait for a while until the pushback, which is on schedule still. Virgin Atlantic offers a relatively good range of TV shows and movies, but nowhere as good as the American carriers, Emirates and Cathay. You can also tell the system itself is quite outdated. I'm surprised that they installed those in 2018. Flight map is interactive. You can zoom in and zoom out to wherever you want. Mummy got bored waiting for the pushback and takeoff. One thing I do love about those infamous seats is that the ottoman is so close to you, so for takeoff and landing when your seat has to be in the upright position, you can still sit in a very comfortable angle.
vaping is not allowed on board, and toilets are equipped with smoke detectors. If you're connecting your electronic equipment to the DC power supply,
各位旅客，大家好，刚刚的广播是来自本航班客舱。
All in-flight announcements are first made in English, followed by Mandarin. The Mandarin crew is working in premium economy and economy, so in upper class you need to speak English. Unfortunately, we do have several passengers who can't speak English, so this was really awkward between the crew and passengers. Also, there was no Chinese in-flight menu, so the cabin crew had to get one Chinese passenger in upper class to help with the translation of the menu and food ordering. That was no one's fault, but that was really a bad look for the airline. Although Virgin is about to stop flying to Shanghai, I would highly recommend, in the future if they were to fly to the Far East again, have a cabin crew who can speak the local language across all cabins.
始终将安全带扣好系紧。
To turn your seat into a bed, you need to stand up. Don't worry, if you're seated, there is a safety mechanism, you won't be crushed.
So many great actors in New York, you know?
Oh, filled with it. By the way, well worth the trip. Well worth it.
Well, and this kid Jason.
Many of you would already know, there's no window blinds on 787. You'll need to press the button to adjust the brightness of your window. The in-flight service just began. Everyone got a bowl of crisp, perfect for the show that I'm watching. The cabin crew also just took our meal order and asked us if we needed a guide for the seat, like the seat functions and features, etc. She also informed us that there will be snacks and drinks available throughout the flight in the bar. For my drink of choice after takeoff, I went for a sparkling tea. It's an interesting drink that they offer, but I must say, I wasn't a fan. There was also added sugar, a big no-no. In-flight Wi-Fi is available. Unfortunately, it's not free, even in upper class. It doesn't come cheap as well. If you want to browse the internet throughout the flight, you'll need to pay at least £13. The crew just put a tablecloth on my tray table. They're about to serve us lunch. If you need to use the lavatory during the meal service, you can push your table forward and access the aisle. While you're watching your favorite TV show or movie on the bigger screen, you can look at the flight map on the remote controller. The crew just came back to give us more drinks and bread, and of course, the salt and pepper shakers, kawaii. I took them home with me. Drink of choice, I went for the English sparkling wine. We also got seeded bread and butter. You may also choose focaccia.
there's absolutely nothing to worry about, but if you please return to your seats and have your seatbelts fastened over the top of any duvet or blanket. And this time the bathrooms will be out of use, thank you.
I just got my starter. It's a Shanghai-style fried hockey fish in sweet soy sauce and sesame. This was really delicious. I wouldn't mind having more and just have it as a main. For main, I went for the mixed vegetable lasagna with broccoli and shaved Italian cheese. This is a vegetarian dish. This wasn't too bad, perhaps a little bit too tomatoey to my liking. My mum's friend sitting at 8A went for the grilled chicken breast. It comes with potato wedges and creamy truffle mushroom sauce. If you want more wine, the Virgin Atlantic crew got you covered. The cabin manager is walking around the cabin to offer top up. I love the way how the Virgin crew do it, it's so cool. For our final course, the dessert, I went for the chocolate caramel tart with vanilla sauce on the top. This chocolate tart, along with the hockey fish for starter, are my favourite dishes. On this flight from Shanghai to London, they were serving predominantly Western food. In the upper class cabin, there was a family of 8 members from China. I don't think they really enjoyed the Western meals. Middle of the flight, they were hungry. They asked the crew for more food, but they've only got sandwiches. If you know Chinese people or other Asian people, we prefer hot food like proper hot meals. So I think that Chinese family wouldn't have too many good things to say about this flight. After the meal service, I made my own bed. The cabin crew would do it for you if you don't know how to do it. So there's a mattress topper, a fluffy blanket and a large pillow. From my seat row 9, it's only 2 rows away from the bar. Behind the bar you'll find a galley, 2 lavatories and then it'll be the premium economy cabin. In the bar you'll find a range of drinks including spirits, alcohol like champagne and the English sparkling wine. They've also got a snack basket. It's really popular throughout the flight, the crew keep restocking it. For now I got a packet of popcorn and I'm going to continue watching my TV show. I hope you're enjoying this video so far. If you do, please don't forget to like, comment and share. And most importantly, if you're new to my channel, first of all, I'm so glad you made it here. Second of all, please don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell button next to it, because every week I upload a new report like this one, so you definitely don't want to miss out. By clicking that notification button, you'll get notified every Thursday when I upload. Halfway through the flight, most people dimmed their windows. I appreciate how the cabin crew didn't lock all of them to the darkest mode, especially during a day flight, because I think it's better to stay awake during the day to reduce jet lag, and if you do need to sleep, they offer a sleep mask. I'm not hungry, but my mouth is itchy, so I reached out to the cabin crew and I asked if they've got more of the dessert we had earlier, the chocolate tart with vanilla sauce. Luckily they do. I'm definitely a very happy passenger. Mum and I then requested some shortbread and decaf English oat milk tea. Such a delicious combo. Virgin Atlantic is one of the few airlines that still offers in-flight duty-free. You can browse your in-flight catalogue located in your seat pocket. Within the alcohol range, they sell the English sparkling wine that they offer in the upper class cabin. For £30, the bottle is yours. I had a quick browse on Google. It's a few pounds cheaper than if you were to buy that in England. I can't stop staring outside the window. The engine is magnificent. It's now time for in-flight snacks. They're offering a sandwich. To be honest, it's not a little bit, but it's very underwhelming. Just look at it. I could imagine how the Chinese passengers were so excited when they saw the cabin crew offering food and then they opened the package. They got really disappointed. I went down to the lavatory, which is again behind the bar. Adjacent to the lavatories is the premium economy bar. I stole some snacks from them. The snacks are pretty similar, but they're missing the popcorn and alcohol. I really like the purple cabin. I could imagine how not everyone is a fan of this, but I personally find it quite cool. It's my first time flying from Asia to Europe during the day, and it's really weird how it's really during the day throughout the whole flight, from takeoff to landing, no sunset or sunrise. I've lost count how many cups of tea and snacks I got during this flight. The aerospace above Europe is always so busy. It's now time for lunch. We've got an hour and 30 before we land. The lunch service is an express service. There's no tablecloth and there's no starter. My mum's friend went for the dim sum option. It's half eaten by her, so it didn't look so good on camera. For myself, I went for the hoisin pulled pork burger. This was delicious. For mid-flight snack, I wish they served this one instead of the sandwich. On the side, there was coleslaw salad and crisps. My mum went for the third option, the vegetarian, mushroom and cheese quiche. On the side, there was aubergine. In America, in Australia, they would call it eggplants. So I was gathering everyone's opinion. My burger was absolutely delicious. The dim sum was underwhelming. The quiche was alright. Look at that lady judging her son, the way he ate the burger. For dessert, they were serving fresh fruit platter. For some reason, me, my mum and her friend didn't get ours. We didn't ask because we forgot about it. But I wonder why. Maybe because they ran out of time, but then I wish the crew would have let us know.
Shortly, in preparation for landing into London Heathrow. Please now take this opportunity to gather your belongings and use the washrooms before the bus stop signs are turned on. Well, it is illegal to bring any meat or dairy products into the UK with weight or quantity restrictions applying to any other food products. Illegal products will be seized and destroyed by customs.
也再次提醒您，本航班在伦敦希斯罗机场3号航站楼进港。
Travelling towards the Thames Estuary and then pretty much down the Thames Estuary inbound towards London. The time now is just gone 10 minutes to 6, and at the moment we're looking at landing around about 6:30. Subject to air traffic control, as it is busy even this time of the evening on a weekend. So maybe have to hold for 5 or 10 minutes. Any more on that, then I'll come back and let you know what time arrival it's going to be then. Weather is fairly pleasant, 23 degrees on the ground and a light wind from the northwest. We do hope you enjoyed today's flight. You managed to get some rest and enjoy the Heathrow service provided by Lucy and her team. It's certainly been our pleasure today flying you. So once again, thank you very much for choosing Virgin Atlantic, and please do have a very safe onward journey.
We've started our descent into London, and I'll quickly conclude this trip report right here, right now. Our journey today started at Pudong Airport. Check-in was quick and easy, so was immigration and the fast-track security. The lounge that they used was the China Eastern number 36. The food was alright, downstairs overcrowded, upstairs a lot nicer. By the way, you can see London City Airport from where we are. In a few days' time, I would fly British Airways from there to Zurich, Switzerland. That trip report is already available, you can go check it out. Moving on, the boarding started earlier than scheduled, so we got extra time for getting changed into our pajamas and extra time for our champagne. Now whether the seat was good or not is up for debate. I personally don't mind it. A lot of people say privacy isn't that good, I get what you mean, but you can actually lower your seat so that your head is within the partitions. Also when you lie down, I feel really cozy with the partitions next to me on my sides, but then some people say it feels like you're in a coffin. I understand that point as well, so really, it's up to your personal taste. The main advantage of this herringbone seat is that the ottoman is so close to you, so you can have your feet up during taxi, takeoff and landing. Now for the in-flight service, the cabin crew were lovely. I always find the British carriers, their crew members are so good, unless they are cold. It's either cold or too nice. For the food and beverages, the main courses are pretty good, dessert was alright, I wish there was ice cream. The mid-flight snack, the sandwich, was quite disappointing though, especially if you compare that sandwich to what other international carriers would offer. Qatar Airways for example, you can order anything you want from the menu. Cathay Pacific has wonton noodles or burger. Overall, it was a good flight from Shanghai to London, but definitely a lot of room for improvement, especially when catering to non-English or Western customers. They need more cabin crew who can speak other languages, and perhaps more international flavours to their in-flight catering. So that's it for the conclusion today. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. After landing, there'll be a vlog of London. It's a rather long one. It's a full day literally. You definitely don't want to miss out, so I'll see you later in the vlog after landing and disembarking. See you later. Bye bye.
you're opening the overhead lockers, be careful as items may move during the landing. If you get to donate any loose change or foreign currency to our passport to change appeal, there'll be a collection bag available as you exit the aircraft. Next time you travel, please remember to download the Virgin Atlantic app from the App Store to manage your booking and check-in online. Don't forget to join our Flying Club program to collect Virgin points today for a range of exciting benefits from reward flights to exclusive discounts and more. We really hope you enjoyed your time on board with us today. We know you have a choice of airlines to fly with to and from Shanghai to London. And on behalf of the captain and all the crew, we thank you for choosing Virgin Atlantic. Goodbye for now, have a safe onward journey, and we look forward to welcoming you back on board again soon.
机场现在是伦敦当地时间的晚上下午6点，20安全带扣好系紧，直到头顶上方的安全带信号灯熄灭。由于需要保持所有出口和存放的物品，您现在可以打开和使用手机，但在到达航站楼指定吸烟区前，请切记不要吸烟。如果您在登机时收到了婴儿救生衣，请把它放置在座位上或交还给客舱成员。当您打开头顶上方的行李架时，也请您保持谨慎，以免物品掉落造成伤害。需要协助的乘客，请您留在座位上，直到所有乘客下机。我们将会帮助您接洽地面工作人员。如果您想将零钱或外币捐赠给维珍航空交换护照慈善项目，请您在下机时放入客舱门口的收集袋中。我们代表维珍航空感谢您的捐赠。我们希望您享受了本舱班，我们也希望在下次您旅行选乘维珍航空时下载 Virgin Atlantic 手机应用程序，您可以完选择了维珍航空。本舱班到这里就要和您说再见了，预祝您在伦敦度过一个愉快的时光。转机的旅客
Cabin crew, thanks for a great flight. Please prepare doors for arrival.
Bye now. Take care. Bye-bye. Welcome to day 2 here in London. We started our day at the Gantry London. We didn't have the free breakfast today because we're going to have it with my uncle. We're going to meet him up at his home. We're now going to make our way there. The Gantry Hotel by Hilton is located in Stratford. It's not the most convenient hotel for those visiting London. It's outside of Zone 1, but you've got easy access to central London by train and tube. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce this.
Road. This is a Victoria Line train to Brixton.
I'm editing this video of LATAM 787 Dreamliner from Sydney to Auckland. If you've been to London and taken the tube, you know how bad the data services is when you're underground. But I never get bored taking the tube because there's so much to read. The banners, the advertisement and the train map.
A new guy came to a Scottish Prime, what's my name? Aidan. White guy. Not the guy with long hair. Both of them white. But yeah.
We just got to my uncle's home. He's driving us to the L3 aerodrome, where he parks his plane. My uncle has been an aviation geek since he was a kid. He used to live in Choi Hung, which overlooks the Kai Tak Airport in Hong Kong. My mum grew up there as well, so they always watch planes coming to land. My uncle is a lawyer and pilot himself. He lives in London now with 6 children, all living in the UK. Today we're flying an American registered November 31008, a Piper 32. He bought this plane in Florida and flew it all the way to England via Greenland and some other countries. According to the man himself, he's the only ethnic Chinese British pilot in the UK with both helicopter and small plane licenses. So here's the flight plan today, a short flight up to North Weald Aerodrome in Epping, Essex.
我直升機就喺美國㗎，我。
Hotel Alpha India. Alpha India, Russia, report over. Report over. The wind is calm.
Our flight is a little bit bumpy today due to the hot weather, because warm air rises from the ground and that mixes with the airflow, and that's why scientists say climate change causes more turbulence. I don't think I was good in explaining that. If you could do it better, please do so in the comment section. We're now making our final approach into North Weald Aerodrome. It was built over 100 years ago as a military airport.
Another one, just in the corner.
There's a very busy restaurant within the aerodrome. We're gonna have breakfast there. That was a delicious vegetarian breakfast and milkshake. Now it's time to head back to Elstree Aerodrome. Wow, look at that, a plane from Hong Kong during the Cathay era. It's still got the crown on it.
November 31008, Roger, nothing in sight, so line up.
sensor. 哎呀，諗住仲要去翻。原來咁近㗎咋，的俾你。斬啊！
So that was a half-day trip with uncle number 1. We're now gonna meet uncle number 2, also living in London, but he also lives in Hong Kong sometimes, maybe 4 months in Hong Kong, 8 months in London every year. He brought us to his go-to fish and chips. Oh my god, it was so good. We just got to Harrods because we want to do some shopping, but we forgot totally that today is Sunday. Things close earlier, so we came and then we left. We just came back to the hotel. It's actually quite late now, but you know, Northern Europe during the summer, it's really bright until maybe like 10 p.m. Here's a quick room tour. So we got a twin deluxe room. It's giving cutesy and contemporary design. So that's it for the vlog today. Hope you enjoyed watching. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next week. Also, a big shout out and thank you to all my patrons and PayPal me members for your continuous support and contribution to my channel. It is really appreciated. Thanks and goodbye.